So start out today, I'm going to recap how our prime cards are doing. So let me go to collections. And let's go with Johnny Cueto, 8,000, around 10,000. Kingman, 87, around 10,000 too. So they're pretty much holding steady, going up 100, 200 stubs each direction. Not much, not where you want to get into. You may want to get into them again as we get closer to the onus release, especially the 6 inning release, which I'll go over in a second, and why there's still money to be made on these, possibly. But until we know more info, stay away from them unless you already have invested into them. You're keeping them and you're waiting for that big surge on onus. Probably on a Monday when the weekend's over and Tuesday it gets released next week. So how can you still make a little bit of money going in here right now? Well, the market's kind of dead. Everybody's like shy. Everybody's not dumping their stubs. Everybody's like trying to figure out what's going to go on, what's going to happen with the market. So everybody's in the same boat, but there's still money to be had. Let me see. Let me go change our filters real quick, and I'll show you what to stay away from, what can make you money, and what cannot make you money right now. So let me go put. We're going to do the golds first. So 80-84. First, we're going to check on the live series. The profit margins are not there right now. 3,900 minus Kluber, 3,500. You make 100, 200. These things sell within 4 or 5 minutes, and they always sell. Like, say you buy these top 10 cards right here, and you buy them at their sell now price. You put them up. Out of those 10, within 2-3 minutes, half are going to be gone. Another 5 minutes, the other ones are most of them are going to be gone. And if anything didn't go, within an hour they're going to be gone. I have at one time put 50 gold cards. Half of them were gone within the first 5-6 minutes. Almost all of them within 15 minutes, and then the rest disappeared when I was sleeping. So you never have to really relist unless you really want the studs back right away, so you can keep on flipping. Then you take them down, repost them, and let them sell out again. Because somebody probably just snuck in right below you. But the profit margin's not there. They're just not. It's just not there. It's not worth the time and the investment. You're not going to lose money, but the profit margin's not there. So let's see. Well, what are other goals that you can possibly make? Now, this is a little bit tricky. Let's go to sets and let's go to legends. Flashbacks is only 4, so we're not going to bother with them. Legends. Now, here's where the profit margins are there, because everybody's thinking about sets. The problem with this is they're not really releasing more postseason veterans and all-stars and breakouts and rookies. So we are pretty much defined. We know how many is going to be each set required. They're guaranteed going to be part of the onus. Those 5 are guaranteed going to be part of the onus collection, but they're not making any more. They're not adding new people. Maybe the mini bosses, but I doubt it. And that would probably be rookie, if anything. But we know, based off last year, 75% of what the collection is, rounded up or down, in multiples of 5s will be needed. So everybody's pretty much set to know what's expensive cards, and they already priced it in. Now, you got 30,000 Lou Gehrig, 2,100. You can make 500 off that. The only problem is they don't sell instantly. You can be having to take them down, relist them, take them down, relist them over and over again for hours until it finally sells. Cal Ripken Jr. I had this card. I sold it when it was like 15,000. I didn't think it was going to go that high in 23, but then I checked the buy orders and sell orders. It's not moving that often. So, yeah, it's just not moving. People already know. People already know about this, and these prices are pretty much high. The only reason I see these cards going up higher than this is if the reveal of the Honest collection, is a card that everybody wants, like a Jeter or a Hank Aaron, or the player stats is so good that card is creme de la creme as a position, and it will not be beaten. It's like the end all be all end game card of any card. Then I'll see all these prices because nobody's willing to not collect it. Everybody's going to collect it. Now, these prices can take a major hit if that card is underwhelming. So it's all a gamble at this point. You want to sell on the hype, not the realization of the reveal. You want the safest bet is to always sell on the hype because the hype is there. It's 100% guaranteed. The hype is what the hype is. It's the knowing is where you can get caught. You can sometimes get ahead, but most of the time, life is underwhelming and does not meet expectations. Everybody's expecting this to be some amazing card. It could possibly be, but the chances of that are very slim. So sell on the hype, and dump it. And then if you really want the card, sell it in the hype. Wait till it goes down after 2 days, and you see all these cards start dropping. Boom, 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 and you can buy the collections, the cards you need for the collection at a lot cheaper, and you get the collection done at a significant price reduction. So where to make money? Always, right now, the safest bet, since the market's not really moving, is equipment. We go filter, slot type ritual. Always El Mago, great one to do it. You make 900, sells within an hour or two, sometimes faster. Legendary Call, the price margins are there again. You can make about a couple thousand, and they sell pretty decently, about an hour or two. You got History of Tops, you got that. Ritual, you got also Compression Sleeve, because there's only one diamond. So if you're going to use a cap, this is the only one you'd use. Wrist Guard, boom, only one you'd use, so the profit margin is 700, and it's always selling. So now let's talk about what's the incoming 6th inning program on Friday and what's it going to mean to the market. Now this is going to make the market very volatile, and I'll tell you why. Let's go to find out why. We got to go to programs. Feature programs in the 5th inning program. What was released when the 5th inning came out? A headliners pack. And they always do a headliners pack before the 150. Usually they're at the 100 stage, but you know it always varies there. Whatever that headliner is, if it's a prime, it's an all-star, it's going to dump quick. A lot of people like, oh man, I'm not home. What you do is the night before, as you go to work, you delist all your rosters. You put them all commons. Any card, your primes, whatever, if you were doing grinding some team mission and you were using a prime card that's not locked in, take it out. Just be the night before, because you can always sell these cards on the website. You can always go in, find the card, post it, sell it, and you don't have to be the PlayStation 4, but you do have to be at your PlayStation to take it out of your lineup, as far as I know. So make sure the night before you take all those cards that could possibly be in a pack, take them out, so if they announce, hey, this is the program, this is what's in it, somebody's always going to be posting the forums. I will try to get a video out there to tell you what packs are in there, so you can dump it in the beginning, wait till it goes all the way down, and then buy it back if you really want that card. I've bought and sold Chapman 6 times already, always making 15-20k profit out of it, just because they like to really re-release the Ducks on the Ponds packs. Then you got the 5th inning, the mini bosses. Now the mini bosses are going to throw the market in a turmoil too, depending on what the 5th inning boss is. This last 5th inning boss was a breakout, all-star, and postseason. 85, 87s, 88s aren't going to cut it this late stage in game. That's why the last event was 3 primes. They're having to release anything between 92 to 95, and now that the 99s are all coming out, I can see the mini bosses being 94s to 96, and the only way you can't do a breakout or a postseason 94, 96, the only thing that's going to be released there is most likely primes or baby award cards, and that has its problems too, but most likely primes. How that affects the market, and it's going to affect it big time, is under the collections for the Honus Wagner collection. Legends and Flashback. We were talking about the other day. Right now, we have 27. We have one event, which is going to have probably 3 card rewards. We got a 5th inning, 6th inning program, which is going to have 3 mini bosses, 6 potential cards, and we got another headliner coming before the Honus Wagner collection. That is the potential 7 cards that we know of. Not to mention if they drop any player programs. Usually they try to drop a player program within the first week of a 6th inning or announce it. There could be a prime in that. Problem right now, we have 27, so we know 20 are going to be required for the set. And the 7, you got 1 that's expensive, 2, 3, this is up to 60k, 4, 5, 6. This one's expensive because you just can't get it no more. It was around 24, 22k before the Honus was confirmed. Now it's 53. So people have to check off, okay, got 27 cards. Which 7 cards can I not get? Problem is, if they can release 5 more of the prime, You're going to need 25 now. It's going to jump up to 25 required for the voucher for the Honus. Then it's still 7 again, but the 5 cards they're introducing are going to be high level 96, 94. And if it's the 3 bosses, you only get pick 1. And you need 3. If you're going to pick use those 3 coming out that are going to be popping into the supply, you only get to pick 1. It means you have to buy 1 just like everybody else. So really, they're introducing 3 cards to pump the requirements up to 25, but you only get 1, which makes every other card sought in demand. Because instead of 20, you need 25. You take 1 away because you get 1 from the 150, which most people can get pretty quick. So 24. Now you need 4 more cards from this list right here. And any events. And events you got to grind. You're not going to get them quick. You probably get 1 or 2 within 4 or 5 days of grinding. But basically, you now need 4 more cards of all these, and you're already trying to cut the margins. Like, oh shoot, what 7 can I not have to buy that are too expensive I can avoid not having, or I may already have? And if you don't have Mantle, it's going to make it even harder. So now you're like, oh shit, I need to add 4 more that I didn't want to have to buy. That's what's going to drive the volatile market. You're going to see, if they do that, and you watch on the 6th inning, you're going to see these jump. This is going to be 15, 20K. Easy. So when you watch that stream that comes out on Thursday, and they're going to tell you what the tributes to the 6th inning bosses are, but they will also tell us the mini bosses. If those are all 3 prime, expect these primes to jump up. That's guaranteed. Another thing that's the 6th inning program is going to dictate on the market and throw it into a turmoil and volatility, and you may get stuck with cards you don't want that are lost half its value in a matter of an hour, so you want to sell them as soon as it gets announced, is the Conquest map. This one dropped, I believe, a Players League pack. 4th inning also, I think they've dropped. No, 5th inning was a Ducks in the Ponds pan. I think 4th inning was a Players pack. Always these Conquest inning things drop a pack. Now they've been beating the horse on the Players League packs. I doubt it'd be a Players League pack again. I just don't see it. They just gave out a Ducks in the Pond pack for the Players Monthly. Let me see. It's called Lightning now. They gave a Ducks on the Pond pack Elite pack. They may do that again because that's the most recent. Or they may do the Home Run Derby because the cards are priced pretty high right now. Home Run Derby, the top tier are starting to come down. The Home Run Derby pack number 2s are starting to come down because people are finally hitting the 55. 50 wins for it. I hit mine last night, so I started getting it. You see it climbed, and now it's starting to come down because the event's almost ending. People are hitting the 50, and most people are just trying to get to 55 for Betances and then be done with it. And this is right before. This is 5 wins before Betances. So people are getting down. We only got 2 days. We got today, tomorrow to get it done. I got 5 more wins to go. Hopefully, some luck I get those 5 wins and not have to be up all night. Not that great of a player, but I have good cards and I play in the Polo Grounds. So yeah, I negate all the home run power, all the high power cards get negated with fast outfielders. So Home Run Derby, if the Home Run Derby 1 pack was easy to get, and that's why you see. Let me go back into it. The ones that were, let me see, Home Run Derby, Cano. They're the elite tier, but it's only 52 because the Home Run Derby 1 pack was just given out in the Symbols pack, I believe. It was given out pretty easily for the grind, so it never recovered because everybody opened a Home Run Derby 1 pack. But the Home Run Derby 2 pack is just way higher for their elite cards because not everybody does the event. Nobody likes doing a Hall of Fame inning, 6 inning, even with quick counts, 6 innings is a lot. And Hall of Fame difficulty, most people are not in that skill level. Like I'm not, but I'm just grinding it out, using the polo advantages, being smart, trying to negate some of the better players' advantages, and trying to make it a little bit more even playing field, and squeak out some wins here and there, usually 1-0, 2-1. That's how I win the game. Sometimes I can only get 3 hits and I win. Sometimes I get 3 hits and I lose by 1 or 2 runs. Now, this is very interesting because SDS knows what the market is. They pay attention to the market. If I had a guess, I believe the pack is going to be a Home Run Derby 2 pack because you cannot keep the prices disparate between 1 and 2 to complete the set. One's 80, one's 54. They're both the elite tier. The packs, it just happened to be one is the Home Run Derby 2, one's Home Run 1. They gave the Home Run Derby 1 easier to get than the Home Run Derby 2. Ducks in the Pond pack was just released as a teaser, and it's depressed the market on the Ducks in the Pond packs. They're not going to do that again. And I don't think it's going to be Players League. Just because they've been beating that over and it's already 95s. Why would they give you 89s, 90s when the first rewards on events are 92s? I really strongly believe it's Home Run Derby 2 packs. So watch for that. If you have Home Run Derby packs, you want to take it. You have these cards and they're not locked in. You may want to sell right before the drops, the 6 inning promo drops. And if it's one of the packs, you can buy them back at, say you sell for 80. You sell it for 80, you get 72,000. It drops to 50. You buy it back at 50, you made 22,000. Now, it's a gamble, of course. If it doesn't drop Home Run Derby 2 packs, then what you do is you go to the sell now. You still don't lose. So it's a risk and not really. Now so you sell it for 80, expecting Home Run Derby 2 packs to go, but don't sell it now. Sell it right before. If you see something in the market starting to go down, then you start selling it. Because the profit margins are there. It's more than 10%. So you can sell and take the risk and buy back at 72. So this drops, the other ones dropped from mid-70s all the way down to 40,000 was the Cano. I don't think it's going to drop that much because people are like, oh, wow, shit, it's 50,000. Now I can afford to complete the set because I already had all these other ones. So it won't drop down to the 40,000, but I see dropping to 50,000 if it's released in Conquest. Because anybody can do Conquest, and it's so easy. You don't even have to play the games. You just go around doing the pieces, unless the pack is behind one of the teams. And you just build up your army so you beat them on rookie. It's no big deal. So you sell it at 80, you get 72. If it doesn't materialize, Home Run Derby 2 packs aren't in the Conquest, you just buy it back at 70 and you make 2,000. But if it drops down to buy now at 50 and the sell now is like 45, you buy at the sell now, or if you just don't want to waste the time, you just buy the buy now. But you buy at the sell now around 45, and you sold it and got 72,000 back. That's a 27K profit. That's what I did. That's how I make my money. I try to predict my big money. I make it in all little ways. No stubs is too low of a stub to make. I make 300 here. I make 1,000 there. I make 10,000. I make 20,000. It's the reason why I have 1.3 almost. I got all the faces of the franchise. I got Chapman. I got other big cards locked in. Live series done. Because hey, free stubs is free stubs. No amount is too small for me. So I would watch the Home Run Derby before the inning packs and watch the reveal on the Prime. If those mini boxes are Prime, expect those ones I've been having invested in. I'm still sitting on them. Let's see, Prime Collection. I'm still sitting on the exact same amount. If you check all my other streams, so I got 5, 7, 18, and 2. Let's check the awards. The awards I don't think they're going to go up as much because they'd have to release 4 more awards out of the 6 cards, and I'm pretty sure they're all going to be Prime. But I'm not selling them either. They're 8 and 10. Hell, they went up another 800. So no matter what they go for, I will make profit off it, and they will go up a little bit more once Honus Wagner set comes out. So I'm just sitting on them. That's how many? 8, 14 right there. I wouldn't keep. 14 plus another 5 is 19, plus 7 is 26. 26, another 18 is 44. I'm sitting on 46 cards at an average price of 9.8. Let's say average price is 10K. That's 460,000 minus the 10%. That's 400,000 stubs I got invested in this. I can cash out, but I know it's going to go more. So I'm going to cash out when I make more of a killing. And the reason why I do this, because I don't have the skill to go BR and World Series. Eventually, after this Honus and the market settles and the dust settles, I can start buying these top tier cards I'll never get from. I can get Josh Donaldson, even though I don't like his stats. It wouldn't replace Killebrew or Smith for me because I love their defense. I can buy it if I want, and it's not really going to hurt me. I can buy Ernie Banks. That's another big one I just released. Bob Feller, with the quirks, with the outlier. Oof, it's going to be nasty. He has a sinker, but it's the 5th pitch, so I don't know the control on it. You got to go daddy leagues to figure that out. The changeup though is going from a 99 miles per hour fastball to an 80 miles per hour changeup. Ooh, that's gonna be nasty. But I ain't gonna be able to see where it comes from. BR, right? I ain't ever gonna go 12-0. That just ain't happening to me. But if I wanted to, I can just buy it. I don't want to buy right now because I want to wait for the wholeness and see what that's going to happen. But I'm going to start buying these cards. There's nothing else for me to buy. But you too can make this. This is not hard to do the market. You just have to know ahead of time. And sometimes I lay awake thinking right before bed, how am I going to make money tomorrow? That's just how my brain works. So use my sleepless nights to make money. All right. Tomorrow's video, we're going to talk about how much we think the cards are going to go up in which sets. And also what card being released and how it's going to affect the market in which direction and what position. But as always, I'll get to tomorrow's videos tomorrow, but that's just a little heads up of what's going to be talking about tomorrow. If you like the video, you want to get the updates, I'm going to try to post a video as soon as packs drop. So if you're at work and you don't have to check the forums, all of a sudden your phone will get a notification, hey, I got a new video, and that new video will be short, sweet. Maybe I'll make a minute video saying, hey, to all my subscribers, this is the pack that's released, dump now, or hey, this is the news that happened on what was shown on the streams. This is what's going to jump up, buy now. So you'll be able, one of the first ones to know. Just follow, subscribe, and thanks for watching.